500 years ago, in the flickering candlelight of a Milanese monastery, a solitary genius stood before a blank wall, his mind a storm of secrets too perilous to utter. Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper is no mere painting. It's a cryptic vault, a labyrinth of hidden truths woven into crumbling plaster and fading pigment. Was it a sacred tribute to Christ's final meal, or a defiant act of rebellion against the Church's iron grip? Did da Vinci conceal revelations about faith, power, or the very fabric of the cosmos? Tonight we plunge into the abyss, chasing whispers of cover-ups, forbidden codes, and truths so explosive they could have sent him to the pyre. Over the next hour, we'll unravel clues that might shatter the foundations of history itself. Welcome to the shadowed heart of the Last Supper, where every stroke of the brush hides a lie and every shadow whispers a secret. Picture Milan in 1495, a city pulsing with the brilliance of the Renaissance, yet suffocating under the Church's watchful eye. The Inquisition hunts heretics with ruthless precision, burning those who dare question its dogma. Into this crucible steps Leonardo da Vinci, a polymath, a visionary, a man whose mind danced beyond the boundaries of his time. Commissioned by Ludovico Sforza, the cunning and ambitious Duke of Milan, da Vinci begins work on the Last Supper in the refectory of Santa Maria delle Grazie. But this is no ordinary artist. Da Vinci is a skeptic, a seeker of forbidden knowledge, a man who once faced accusations of heresy and lived under the shadow of suspicion. As he paints, he weaves a tapestry of enigmas into every detail. A missing chalice that defies scripture, a figure that doesn't belong, a knife poised like a silent threat. Why would a genius of his caliber risk his life to encode such dangerous ideas? Was he taunting the Church that loomed over him, preserving ancient wisdom from a forgotten age, or planting a message for a future he knew he'd never witness? One truth is undeniable. This mural holds answers, buried deep in its fading colors. If you dare to dig, the world has fought to keep these secrets hidden. Centuries of decay have gnawed at the painting, but human hands have done worse. Restorations, some say, were designed to erase da Vinci's truth, smoothing over details that challenged the Church's narrative. Sketches have vanished, documents destroyed, and access to the mural tightly controlled, as if someone, or something, fears what lies within. Yet the clues endure, locked in the strokes of a master's brush. From sacred geometry to cryptic musical codes, from suppressed figures to whispers of otherworldly knowledge, the Last Supper is a puzzle that spans centuries, daring us to solve it. Tonight, we'll chase the evidence, some grounded in historical fact, some cloaked in shadow, some teetering on the edge of the impossible. Are you ready to uncover what Leonardo da Vinci risked his soul to hide? Brace yourself, because this journey will shake your reality to its core. Let's begin with the painting itself, a revolutionary work that shattered the conventions of art, faith, and power. Painted between 1495 and 1498, The Last Supper captures the moment Jesus announces a traitor among his 12 disciples. But da Vinci, a rebel whose intellect burned brighter than the stars, refused to bow to the Church's rigid iconography. Unlike the stiff, haloed figures of medieval art, his apostles are raw, human, caught in a storm of emotion. Shock, rage, despair. They're grouped in threes, their gestures dynamic, almost theatrical, as if frozen in a tragic play at its climax. Jesus sits alone at the center, his hands outstretched, his face serene yet heavy with unspoken knowledge, as if he knows more than he's telling. The perspective lines converge on his head, pulling the viewer into his gaze like a magnet. This isn't just a religious image, it's a psychological drama, a challenge to the divine order that ruled the Renaissance. Why strip away the halos? Why deny Jesus the celestial glow of tradition? Was da Vinci questioning Christ's divinity, or hinting at a deeper, more human truth? One the Church would kill to suppress. The table before them is a treasure trove of mysteries. Bread and wine, symbols of the Eucharist, are present, but something's wrong. There's fish, an anomaly in a Passover meal. Fish was a covert emblem of early Christians, used to mark safe houses during Roman persecution. But da Vinci's fish carries a darker, more ancient resonance. Scholars like Giorgio Vasari, who chronicled Renaissance art, noted da Vinci's fascination with esoteric traditions. Could the fish nod to pre-Christian rituals, like the worship of Dagon, the Philistine fish god, or the astrological sign of Pisces, tied to mystical cycles of time? Da Vinci, a voracious reader of ancient texts, would have known these symbols. Was he embedding a subversive nod to pagan wisdom, painted boldly on a monastery wall? Then there's the knife in Peter's hand, disembodied, almost floating, pointed away from Jesus yet charged with menace. Art historians call it a mistake, but Da Vinci's precision was legendary. Is this a subtle jab at Peter's role in the betrayal narrative, or a symbol of a deeper violence lurking within the sacred moment? Some even speculate the knife points to a hidden conflict, a schism within the apostles, or a threat to the church itself. Da Vinci's technique only deepens the enigma. Traditional frescoes painted on wet plaster were built to endure. But Da Vinci chose dry plaster, layering tempera and oil to perfect every nuance, from the flicker of fear in an apostle's eyes to the texture of the tablecloth. This allowed him to work with obsessive care, but it came at a terrible cost. By the 1520s, the painting was flaking. By the 18th century, it was a ghostly ruin, its secrets fading into obscurity. Was this a tragic miscalculation, or a calculated act of defiance? Did Da Vinci want his secrets to decay, visible only to those who sought them before time erased the evidence? The 1978-1999 restoration, led by Pinan Brambilla Barcelon, took 21 years to uncover vibrant colors, but it sparked fierce debate. Subtle shadows, delicate gestures, and ambiguous details were lost, replaced by a cleaner, more orthodox image. Critics like James Beck, an art historian who challenged the restoration, argued it was a deliberate sanitization, aligning the painting with church-approved imagery. Whispers persist that the church, wary of Da Vinci's heresies, influenced these changes, ensuring his subversive truths were buried. The question lingers: what was erased and who stood to gain? Now prepare for the painting's darkest secret, the figure to Jesus' right. Tradition names this John, the beloved disciple, but the evidence tells a different story. Soft, delicate features, long flowing hair, a gentle posture, this figure is undeniably feminine. Could it be Mary Magdalene, the apostle the church sought to erase from history? This theory, explored by scholars like Lynn Picknett and Clive Prince long before the Da Vinci Code, suggests Da Vinci was restoring Mary's role as Jesus' confidant, perhaps even his equal or partner. The Gnostic Gospels, rediscovered in Nag Hammadi in 1945, describe Mary as a key disciple, possibly closer to Jesus than the others, entrusted with teachings the male apostles couldn't grasp. In Da Vinci's time, such ideas were deadly heresy, punishable by torture and death. Yet the figure's symmetry with Jesus is striking. They lean apart, forming a V-shape, a symbol some link to the sacred feminine, a concept the church had crushed since the Council of Nicaea in 325 CE. The absence of a chalice, the holy grail of legend, is glaring. The Bible describes Jesus sharing a cup of wine, instituting the Eucharist, but Da Vinci's table is bare. Was he rejecting the church's sacrament, suggesting Mary herself was the true grail, a vessel of divine wisdom the church feared above all? Da Vinci's audacity was a high-stakes gamble in a world ruled by fear. The late 15th century was a crucible of power and paranoia. The Inquisition, led by figures like Tomás de Torquemada, hunted heretics with brutal efficiency, burning thousands at the stake. Da Vinci, accused of sodomy in 1476 and known for his skeptical views, was no stranger to the church's scrutiny. Yet his powerful patrons like Ludovico Sforza shielded him from prosecution. Ludovico, nicknamed Il Moro for his dark cunning, was no devout Catholic. His court was a haven for alchemists, astrologers, and esoteric scholars of esoteric traditions. Ludovico's ties to these circles suggest he may have encouraged Da Vinci to embed subversive ideas, knowing the painting would outlast their enemies. The apostles' faces add another layer of intrigue. Judas, clutching a money bag, bears a sinister sneer, possibly modeled on a real Milanese figure, a corrupt official or a church critic Da Vinci despised. Other apostles resemble his contemporaries, their expressions too vivid, too personal. Was he immortalizing allies in a hidden cause, or mocking foes in plain sight? The painting's mathematical precision unveils a deeper mystery. Da Vinci, a master of geometry and proportion, infused the Last Supper with the golden ratio, the divine proportion found in nature from seashells to galaxies. The perspective lines converge on Jesus' head, but the apostles' positions align with this sacred ratio, echoing the harmony of Vitruvian man. Was Da Vinci encoding esoteric knowledge, guarded by secret societies like the Knights Templar or the Rosicrucians? In 2007, Italian musician Giovanni Maria Palla uncovered a hidden musical score in the painting. The bread rolls in apostles' hands form a sequence that, when played, creates a haunting 40-second requiem. Da Vinci, who designed experimental instruments and studied acoustics, may have intended this as a lament for a suppressed truth. The Templars, disbanded in 1312 but legendary for preserving ancient wisdom, were said to guard secrets about the cosmos and the divine feminine. Ludovico's court, steeped in such ideas, may have been the perfect crucible for Da Vinci to encode these mysteries. The cosmic connection pushes the boundaries of belief. Some theorists, like art historian Mario Tade, claim the apostles' arrangement mirrors constellations like Orion or the Pleiades, hinting at astronomical knowledge Da Vinci shouldn't have had. His notebooks describe flying machines and precise star maps, ideas that could have branded him a sorcerer. Was he channeling Templar secrets, or something stranger? The painting's background, with its 3 windows framing a distant landscape, may hide celestial patterns, a nod to the stars. Da Vinci's astronomical sketches, including observations of planetary orbits, suggest he saw the universe as a divine machine. Could the Last Supper encode a cosmic message, hidden from a church that condemned such ideas as heresy? His fascination with the heavens, documented in codices like the Codex Leicester, was centuries ahead of its time. The cover-up began almost immediately. Early restorations, often by church-aligned monks, altered key details. The feminine figure was repainted to appear more masculine. The knife's edge softened, the fish obscured. The 1999 restoration, while recovering vibrant colors, erased subtle ambiguities, shadows, gestures, hidden meanings. Critics like James Beck argued it was a deliberate sanitization, aligning the painting with orthodox imagery. Da Vinci's preparatory sketches, which might have revealed his intent, are largely missing. Lost, stolen, or burned. The Church, vigilant against heresy, had every reason to suppress such evidence. Even today, access to the mural is restricted, with visitors limited to 15-minute viewings under strict supervision. What are they afraid we'll see? The missing chalice remains the ultimate clue. By omitting the Eucharist's cup, Da Vinci may have been rejecting the Church's authority, pointing to Mary Magdalene, or something else, as the true Grail. The Church would have seen this as a direct attack, a heresy worth erasing at all costs. Modern technology has reignited the mystery. Infrared scans, conducted in the 2000s, reveal underdrawings, sketches Da Vinci altered before painting. Why change his plans? Was he hiding something even then? In 2023, AI analysis by researchers at the University of Milan uncovered anomalies in brushstrokes and color patterns, suggesting deliberate deviations from Da Vinci's usual techniques. Were these coded messages meant for a future with the tools to decode them? The wildest theories push further. Some, like author Michael Bagent, claim the apostles' positions align with star constellations, echoing Da Vinci's sketches of flying machines and celestial charts. His astronomical knowledge, far ahead of his time, fuels speculation about extraterrestrial influences. Could the Last Supper encode knowledge of the stars, passed down from ancient civilizations or beyond? These ideas strain credulity. But Da Vinci's mind was a universe unto itself, unbound by the limits of his era. So what is the Last Supper? A sacred icon? A heretic's manifesto? A cosmic map? Perhaps all three. Da Vinci left us a riddle wrapped in beauty, daring us to question faith, power, and reality itself. Every shadow, every gesture, whispers a secret. The paint may fade, but the mystery burns brighter than ever. Millions visit Santa Maria delle Grazie each year, standing in awe before its fragile glory. Scholars like Martin Kemp praise its blend of art and intellect, while theorists like Clive Prince see it as a key to hidden histories, secret societies, suppressed gospels, cosmic truths. Whoever's right, Da Vinci's challenge endures: to see the world through his eyes, to question everything, to to seek the truth he buried in plain sight. That's our descent into the shadows of the Last Supper. What do you believe Da Vinci hid? A truth about Mary Magdalene? A cosmic secret? Or something we're not yet ready to face? Drop your theories below, and if this mystery gripped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. The truth is out there, waiting. Until next time, keep searching.